Hi guys, it's Renee here at ReneeInCancerland, and I want to share with y'all today the eulogy I wrote and spoke for Kristi's celebration of life service that was held on Saturday. I've had many people tell me what a good speech it was, what a great tribute to Kristi the eulogy was. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of people weren't able to be at her service, which is crazy to think that a lot of people weren't able to be there, because the service was packed house and was absolutely beautiful. And I know that Kristi was smiling down and was very proud. But I want to share with you what I wrote and spoke, and then I want to share with you two other, one Bible verse and then a quote that the pastor spoke as well. So please excuse me, I'm reading and not looking at the camera, but yeah, here we go. When I was asked to talk about Kristi, I felt so blessed and honored. It wasn't hard to sit and make a list of why she was so awesome and amazing. What was hard, though, making that list smaller. After much thought, I came up with, Kristi was a walking essence of love who poured her heart into all she did with such delight and dedication to anything she was doing. I met Kristi 7.5 years ago when I was told I had metastatic breast cancer. A very special person told me I had to get in touch with Kristi because we needed each other. I honestly don't remember when we actually met in person though, because we had talked on the phone like lifelong friends long before meeting. Kristi and I had a special type of friendship. We were brought together because we were both told we had an incurable cancer, yet we let each other into our hearts. How could you not let Kristi into your heart? We both knew the odds of possible heartache, but wow, did Kristi not only beat, she smashed those odds for so long. Kristi and I were like oil and vinegar, completely opposite, but so great together. She was great at taking charge of organizing events. I told her she liked to organize stuff so she could be in charge and boss us all around. She agreed. Kristi was a pillar of support and knowledge within our cancer community. She always knew who was on what treatment, what they had been on, and so much more. This blew my mind because I couldn't even remember my own treatments. So she did for me. Kristi did massive work for the BCRC. It started with her helping organize our L4 group, which is for young metastatic women. She was always in the member forum online, welcoming new members and telling them where and how they could find answers to the questions, directing people to where they could find other answers if she didn't know it, and so much more. Funny story about when she was heavily involved in Art Bra one year. Basically, she was in charge of the models. I decided at the last minute I wanted to make and model my own bra. So when I told Kristi that I wasn't going to go to any of her model meetings, in true Kristi fashion, she rolled her eyes at me and warned me if I mess up this show, it was on me. But of course, with her in charge, it was perfect. Kristi was always so busy with her volunteer activities at the kids' schools, mentoring, PTA, Bible study, and more, that it was hard for us to actually get together. So we would stalk each other when we were at Dr. H's office at the same time. We had to make the most of our time together. Kristi was the no side effect queen. No matter what treatment she was on, she never complained about side effects. We told her she was just an overachiever no matter what it was that she was doing. She didn't let anything slow her down. She traveled the world many times while on full out chemo treatment. When our friend Holly became internet famous for her video to educate people about metastatic cancer, Kristi was the first one of our group to jump in and start helping Holly in any and every way she could. When I started helping them, Kristi would get so frustrated with me and my lack of editing skills. I told her to feel free to edit whatever she wanted. She told me good, because she already was. After Holly passed away, Kristi was the driving force behind keeping the Lifer page going. I hope I've been able to give y'all a glimpse of what a huge part Kristi played in our cancer community. And with that, I want to leave you with this. We would always talk about our friends in heaven looking down upon us here, and that they are all together and in perfect health and peace. I know it doesn't make us miss her any less, but she is up there with too many of our friends, probably having some wine and margaritas, shining down and loving us from above. Oh, sweet Kristi, I miss you. I really miss you. In fact, I went to text you a few days ago, and I remembered that, I'm not going to be texting you anymore, that I just need to talk to you in my prayers and be with you like that. So the second thing I want to share with you is, sorry, I'm getting it off the computer, what the pastor read, and I just think that these embody Kristi wonderfully. Ephesians 5:1-2. Imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are his dear children. Live a life filled with love, following the example of Christ. He loved and offered himself as a service to us, a pleasing aroma to God. Kristi did just that. She offered herself in everything she did as a way to show love and a way to express who she was in her heart and how much she loved God. And she did all of these things for an expression of God. And it was beautiful watching her work and knowing that behind it all, she was doing it for God and for her to be a part of his sharing in any way she could. The second thing I wanted to share with y'all was a quote by Tim Mackey. It reads, Love is not primarily a feeling, but a settled purpose to act in a way to bring about the well-being of another, regardless of action on their part. And that's what she did. She acted in a way to bring about the well-being of any and everybody around her. And it was such a beautiful thing to witness. And I only hope that I can, a percent of a way, fill her footprints that she left behind, because when all of this started almost 3 years ago, we all made a promise to each other that we were going to keep Holly's page and memory alive through her page and us sharing her love. And, you know, Kristi was heavily, heavily committed with the same passion and purpose to educate people about metastatic breast cancer and the truth of it. And so I'm going to step in behind a trail of great leaders and hopefully do my best and serve y'all while I'm doing the best I can. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and if you're the praying type, I know that Kristi's family would love and appreciate uplifting and loving prayers to help them get through this grieving time in their life. So with that, I hope you have a good day. I know it's kind of a downer, but it's really not, because Kristi loved and lived on her terms, and she left so many beautiful, inspiring memories and messages behind that I think we can all try to act a little more selflessly like she did, and this world will be a much better place. So to you, Kristi, I love you and I miss you.